Well, the threat of tariffs driving many Americans to buy cars before prices start to trend higher. New and used car lots seeing an uptick in buyers over the past month before Trump's 25% tariff on auto imports takes effect. And correspondent Marcus Espinoza is live for us at a used car dealership in New Jersey. So Marcus, tell us what is happening there.
Yeah, Nicole, so take a look around me here as we back up. Car lots like this are going to become very popular, I think, especially today before those tariffs go into place, and then really the next coming weeks here. We're at an independent used dealership here in North Bergen and North Jersey here, and I think these cars are going to be occupied very soon by people trying to save a buck on these cars because those tariffs, 25%, going to affect really a lot those new cars. So there's a lot to get into. So as we take a look at the lot here and look at inventory in case you're in the market for a car, these tariffs have been great for dealers as well because they have not just dealers, but also the automakers, because they are making a lot of money right now because of the threat of these tariffs here. So automakers have sold more than 1.5 million vehicles in the U.S. in March, up 14% from bringing total sales for the first quarter to just under $4 million. So for the quarter alone, so far, sales are up to nearly $4 million here. And according to website motorintelligence.com, almost all automakers saw a surge in electric vehicle sales as well. So the major car companies here reporting double-digit gains, many experts attributing this to those impending tariffs. GM is up 17% overall for the quarter, but the rest of these automakers that you see on the screen here, this is just for March. Ford sales up 10%, Toyota up 8%, Honda, American Honda up more than 13%, Hyundai and Kia also up 13% at that number as well. So you have that effect right now from these impending tariffs, but also it's going to trickle down to the used car dealerships as well, like the one I'm at right now. And I spoke with the owner here of this dealership, Mark Gonzalez, and he's bracing for whatever's to come from these tariffs here.
I don't think anybody knows what to expect right now. You know, in terms of parts, even the car market, I think the tariffs going to affect us greatly is every time we need a part and it's made overseas, it's going to be coming in, it's going to be taxed at the 25%, which is going to increase our repair bills.
So as it increases their repair bills, Nicole, guess who's going to have to make up that margin that they have to pay for now? Well, me, you, anybody else in the market for a new car, even a used car there. And that was a really interesting perspective, the fact that obviously when they get a used car in, they got to replace parts. They want to make sure they go off the lot working well. And they expect about a 5% increase on used car sale prices alone. We heard the other numbers throughout the week on new cars, but even used cars, if you're going to save some money, you're still going to end up paying a little bit more.
Even on those used cars. All right, so one thing we're all keeping a close eye on today also, Marcus, the stock market. We see so far things right now are in the green, but how are the actual major automakers faring so far?
Yeah, I think that's a key thing to keep track of today. So we're going to be monitoring that, and let's go ahead and pull up the numbers of where they're at so far today, and then also talk about where they started, because obviously a lot of eyes on the stock market as this is, obviously coming into effect tonight. Things started around 981 for Ford, 4687 for GM, and Stellantis around 1095. If we look at numbers now, everybody's up. Green arrows right there, 1024 for Ford, Stellantis 1114, and General Motors there a tick above 48. So right now, everybody's feeling pretty good. The vibes are pretty good right now as far as the stock market and those automakers, those big automakers in America, but certainly something to keep an eye on as well. We're going to try to track down some buyers today as well, see if these tariffs have really motivated them to get that car purchased before that deadline comes in. But it's really fascinating to me in general what these tariffs are going to do really to the used car market.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Marcus Espinoza live for us there in Jersey. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.